Boom! What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Armament Factory. Sorry, I'm running late today, hella late because of work reasons. I managed to come. I'm happy I'm here, guys. I hope people are here in the chat, joining us, watching us today. Please let me know who's in there. Sorry, I'm just finalizing setting up. Give me a moment. Right, guys, here we go. So quickly, let me run through the lineup as the team is getting ready. I hope everyone can hear me. I hope everyone can see me. What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Armament Factory with yours truly, Big Luge. That's right. Let me just quickly have a look at the lineups before the game gets kicked off. Obviously, there's several games being played tonight. We're doing the Tottenham Hotspur versus Newcastle at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So Tottenham, Newcastle playing tonight. Chelsea, Leeds United, Everton, Bournemouth, West Ham, Man United. Those are the 4 games being played today. We are obviously doing Tottenham versus Newcastle. Right, quickly, before the game starts, it's about to start. For Tottenham, Vicario on goal. Gray, Dragusin, Van der Ven, Spence as the back 4. Gallagher, Bissouma and Sarr in midfield. Odegaard, Solanke and Simmons up front. Quickly, Newcastle, Pope in goal. Trippier, Thor, Botman and Burn at the back. Ramsey, Guimaraes, Willock. Hold on, guys, sorry. Because the game's about to kick off. Let me just get ready to kick it off and then I'll go back to it. It's literally kicking off now. Sorry, guys, I will get back to the lineup. Give me a moment. Where's everyone in the chat today? Where's everyone at? Nobody's watching this game. Nobody's watching Premier League. And we have liftoff. Let's go. Tottenham at home. Still, they will get battered. Definitely. Because they get battered no matter where they are, home, away. And to be honest with you, this season, their away form has been better than their home form. So possibly they will get slapped up today. Another thing I would say as well is that slowly Tottenham is getting dragged into a relegation battle. So can you imagine if Arsenal win the league this season and Tottenham get relegated? I mean, talk about a cherry on the cake. That's more than just a cherry. That's just, I don't know, mate. I don't even know what to call that. That would be the most epic thing to ever happen in my lifetime anyway. The fact that the year that we win a league after 22 years, Tottenham get relegated out of the Premier League, the top of the English Football League. Right, quickly back to the Newcastle lineup. So Nick Pope in goal, Kieran Trippier, Thor, Botman, Burn. In midfield, Ramsey, Guimaraes, Willock up front, Elanga on the right, Barnes on the left, Gordon in the middle. So Gordon's playing as an out-and-out striker today, although he's a winger really. Let's see what he can do. Here come Newcastle though. Elanga with a cross from the byline. And there is, well, I thought it was Jet Spence, but it's not. It looks like Bissouma to header it out. But that was a great cross though. Great cross from Elanga on the overlap. Taking the ball off of his teammate, running to the byline, crossing it. And I believe Bissouma was there to head it out. It's a corner for Newcastle. Come on, where's everyone in the chat? No one's joined me today. I'm solo. I'm riding super solo today. Super duper solo. Right, corner comes in for Newcastle. Nearly 1-0 for the Toon Army. It's another corner for the Toon Army. For the Magpies. Corner from the left-hand side. This time, Dragusin had to header it out. I can smell a goal. I can feel a goal for Newcastle. Is it coming? Right, corner comes in. Tottenham clear it this time. Only as far as Newcastle. Elanga now on the right-hand side. Crosses it back in. And Solanke this time to clear it. Helping out his defense with his long feet. Sensun's in the house. My number 1 fan. Always there. Always joining me. Right, Elanga with the cross coming in. And it looked like Solanke, yeah. Solanke with his long, lanky feet. Oh, and he kicked it against a Newcastle player. I believe it was Barnes. So it really came off of Barnes' head. I thought it was another corner. Right, Newcastle lose the ball. Tottenham, Van der Ven. I think that's at least that's one good thing for Tottenham. They got their captain Mickey Van der Ven with him. Sensoon said these late night games are difficult to keep up with it. Don't worry, I'm here for you. Right, Dragosin on the ball now. Mickey Van der Ven. Like I was saying, Tottenham must be happy that they got Mickey Van der Ven back playing. Here come Tottenham, though. Here come Tottenham. Simmons with the back heel, trying to look for Solanke, couldn't. That was a great run from Odebear, I believe it was. Now Basuma. Yeah, Odebear. Now Dragosin. Both these teams not in a great form at the moment. Let me have a look quickly. I believe they've both taken losses and draws in the last 5 games. And Newcastle as well. So Tottenham's last 5 games: 2-0 defeat to United, draw 2-2 with City, draw 2-2 with Burnley, a loss to West Ham, a loss to Aston Villa, guys. It's not looking good for Tottenham. Like I said, they're getting drawn into a relegation battle. Let's have a look at Newcastle quickly. Here come Tottenham. Jed Spence crosses the ball into the box. Dragosin at the back post trying to cross it back in. Couldn't. The ball goes out for a goal kick. Right, so Tottenham lost against Brentford in the last game. Then they lost against Liverpool. Then they lost against Villa. And before that, they drew with Wolves. And before that, it was a League Cup semi-final and things like that. So, yeah, so they've taken quite a few losses as well. So both these teams in a very difficult place. Tottenham more so getting dragged into a relegation battle. However, Newcastle sit comfortably at 11th. It's not where they want to be, especially, needing the Champions League positions as much as possible, being able to get there last season and a few seasons ago. However, are they going to make it into the top 5 positions if England get another 5th spot for the Champions League? Doubtful. Don't think they will. The thing is, if England get 5 spots and one of the English teams win the Europa Cup as well. Here come Tottenham. Simmons gets the ball crossed into him. He's on the left-hand side. Couldn't shoot. Controlled the ball well. Does shoot, but it goes out wide. Xavi Simmons with the first real chance for Tottenham, goes wide, couldn't convert the goal, couldn't turn it into a goal. Right, as I was saying, so Newcastle not really wanting to sit at 11th. They're obviously nowhere near a relegation battle. But as I was saying, England will get another 5 positions for the Champions League. The thing is, Newcastle are already in the Champions League. So if they come outside of the top 5, they would have to win the Champions League to be able to get back into it. And the reason why all the clubs, especially the ones at the top that are competing for these positions, really need to get into those positions because of the money. The money it generates, the players you can draw to the club and attract. It just opens up the market for you in many ways, players wise, money wise. So they're all trying to make sure that that's why it'll be detrimental if Liverpool, Chelsea don't get into these positions this season. Which, I mean, look, you got Arsenal, Man City, obviously definitely going to be there. Aston Villa's trying to fight for their position. They're only 3 points ahead of Chelsea, although they do have a game in hand. Chelsea's playing right now. So even with Chelsea winning, they'll still be behind Aston Villa, but only by a point. So Chelsea trying to get in there, Man United, Liverpool trying to get in there. So you realistically got about six teams fighting for 5 positions. Here's Newcastle with a shot. Oh my God, who was that? Lord have mercy. That looked like Willock with the shot. Willock. What a great play by Harvey Barnes again. Yeah, is Willock. Took a shot. It just whistled past the far post. Great shot. Vicario could not have stopped that. He's very, very lucky, Vicario. He's a lucky boy. Willock with a great shot. Willock. Right, here comes Tottenham again. So at the moment, it's looking really peak for Tottenham. I mean, if they was to lose today, they'll be sitting at 15th still. Well, depending, because if Leeds win, then Tottenham drop down. So if Tottenham lose and Leeds win, Tottenham are dropping down into the 16th position. And then you've got Nottingham Forest, who I believe are playing tomorrow. And if they win, then they'll be only 1 point behind Tottenham. And if West Ham win tomorrow, which is difficult. No, sorry, they're playing today, aren't they? Yeah, they're playing later on against United, I believe. So imagine if West Ham beat United, they'll be sitting on 26 points. I mean, look, man, it is not far off. I mean, Tottenham are really not far off getting relegated. And in the form they're in now, I mean, I'm looking at Newcastle right now playing against them. They're kind of battering them. I mean, look, Alanga stepped up for another quarter now. Tottenham are weak from set pieces. Tottenham are weak from corners. This could possibly be a goal. I do think Newcastle have better players than Tottenham. I think they're drilled better. They have a better coach slash manager at the moment. Elanga with the corner doesn't go past the first man, and Jet Spence heads it out, and then Xavi's trying to fight for it. Willock now on the ball again, plays to Elanga on the right. Did he get the ball back? It's too easy. Ball comes in. Ooh, back heel from Harvey Barnes, but it didn't go past Vicario, straight into the hands of Vicario. But that was great play. Elanga and Harvey Barnes teaming up together. Unbelievable. So yeah, guys. So Tottenham definitely in a relegation fight. Definitely look like they are one of the teams that get relegated. I mean, West Ham. It's really between Tottenham, Leeds, Nottingham Forest, and West Ham. 4 teams. Here comes Tottenham. So Tottenham, realistically, they have to go all out in this game. They have to try and win, which then opens up basically their back line for them, or opens them up to a counter attack. Really, so they have to try and balance defending well and also making sure they attack, because they have to win this game. They have to. Newcastle are not going to take it lying down. They're good on the counter attack. And that's why I have a feeling that Newcastle, as they come now, Alanga heads it to Willock, but Mickey van der Ven there. That's why it was important that Mickey van der Ven played tonight, because he is probably one of their most important players at the moment, and he's not looking to stay at the club. Their captain, Christian Romero, getting a red card the other day. He's out for 4 games. He's not even going to be there for the North London derby. He's not there today. So again, misery upon misery for Tottenham with all the injuries they have and all of the red cards that they're getting. I mean, it's not looking good for them, and I genuinely hope that they get relegated. But that's just my Arsenal side talking. Obviously, Tottenham, I really don't know how to explain this club, guys. I mean, they feel like they're a big club. They think that they're a big club. Look, their stadium is never filled. I mean, it's easy to get a bloody season ticket there. Everyone can get a season ticket. Look at their injury bench and suspension bench. I mean, you have Richarlison, Pedro Porro, Christian Romero, Madison, and you got Kulusevski. Look, and they got the board there as well. I think they're there to watch the game to see how it goes, because if he doesn't win this game, trust me, they're gonna chop and change. They're gonna look for a manager to come and you know, really get them out the basement of the Premier League, because it is looking depressing for them. Honestly, it's peak. It's absolutely peak for them at the moment as Newcastle come forward again. Anthony Gordon, what a great ball into him. Didn't see who it was, but here's Willock again. Cross comes in. Oh, Vicario grabs it. Unlucky Newcastle. I was just about to celebrate. Xavi Simons goes forward now. Loses the ball immediately. Immediately loses the ball. Here come Newcastle. Willock. Mickey van der Ven just pushed him off the ball and tried to play him. I thought that was a bit harsh. Unlucky Willock. Willock looks like he's up for it, man. I'll be honest. Willock looks like he is up. Yeah, Speakster. What? Your chat wasn't working. We got Peekster in the house. What's happening, dude? Peekster just went and watched Arsenal Sunderland at the Emirates. He came to London. He had a great experience. He shared some of the experience with me, sending me pictures and telling me about it. He's back home at the moment and he showed me the level of snow they go. Oh, Newcastle with a cross. Alanga unlucky. Another throw in for Newcastle. Dragons had to head it out. So Peekster was showing me what the kind of levels of snow they go over there in Denmark at the moment. And I tell you what, it is peak. And I told him we haven't seen snow like that in England in well, in London anyway. Harvey Barnes tried to cross. It's a corner for Newcastle. Newcastle are knocking on the door, guys. Newcastle are fully knocking on the door and Tottenham have no answer. They don't want to open the door, Tottenham, but guess what? The more Newcastle keep bang, 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 banging, it slowly that door's going to creep open and then boom, something is about to go inside. I'm telling you. Dan Burn now. Archie Gray trying to defend against Dan Burn. Get out of here, fam. Corner comes in. Vicario punches it out. Oh my God. I don't remember the last time I see Vicario do that. Beekster says, bro, it's been the coldest February we had in 14 years. I thought so, mate. Because we haven't seen snow this time of the year in many moons, dog. But yeah, that's crazy. But the thing is, you know what the difference is between Denmark and England? England, when that kind of snow happens, they're not ready for it, dude. They don't know what to do. We don't have enough salt vans, grit vans. So the whole country is in a standstill. The trains stop working. They don't have the infrastructure because we don't see it that often. So when it comes, they have no infrastructure to deal with it. Whereas in the Scandinavian countries, what I noticed, and even in places like the Netherlands, for example, one, they already predicted when the storms are coming in, they know it. And when they know it, they're ready for it. And they also have the infrastructure to deal with it. England doesn't. Well, Northern England probably does. And Scotland probably does. Because they see it more often than us. But London and the south of England, because we don't get it enough, they don't bother with, like, getting prepared if something like that does happen. So when it does come to London and the south of England, trust me, no one's ready for it. The whole country goes in standstill. Newcastle again, Dan Burn. Shot! Deflected corner again. Surely corner for Newcastle again. Unlucky. Unlucky for, I think it was Ramsey, wasn't it? Yeah, Ramsey shoots. Hits the leg of Mickey van der Ven. So Ramsey shot Van der Ven. Peter says, we got trucks just to carry out snow, but we usually only get snow in January, but it's not this much. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But you guys have the infrastructure to deal with it. We don't. Here comes the corner for Newcastle. Ooh, nearly headed in by a Tottenham player. I think it was Jed Spence. No, it wasn't. It was Sarr who headed it backwards. It's another corner for Newcastle, this time from the right-hand side. Yeah, Peekster, England, London, they're just not ready for it, man. When it starts snowing, and I'm talking strictly the south of England, like London and the south coast, because the Midlands and the north of England and Scotland and whatever, they do see snow. They probably got snow there now as well. But where we are in London and the south, the corner comes in. This time Newcastle couldn't deal with it. Xavi Simons now chasing the ball as it gets cleared. Great tackle. Oh my God, that was Botman. Dan Burn now. Another corner for Newcastle. No, it's a goal kick this time. Botman though, what a tackle. That was crazy. Yeah, I remember one year something like that did happen and it wasn't even that much peaks there. It was like, I don't know, man. Maybe like 10 centimeters of snow, like maybe this much from the ground. It wasn't even that much, but people couldn't handle it. People couldn't deal with it. They closed schools and, all of that because people complaining they couldn't take their kids to school. Trains stopped working. Um, yeah, it was crazy. Peakster says Piccadilly was nice, lots of nice people, but way too packed with people stopping randomly. I'm gonna be honest with you, Peakster. You're right, but the reason why it's too much for you is because you're not used to it. When I first came to London, when I was younger, it was the same for me because I grew up in the Netherlands in a small village, bro. It's like you I mean, most people knew each other in the village, and that's how small it was. It's like the mayor of the village would come and have tea and coffee with us. I mean, smallest village you can imagine. And then we came to a big city like London, where, like you said, it's just packed out with people. It's just so many people. It takes some adjusting. It takes some getting used to it, man. And as I got older, obviously, I started getting used to it more and more and more. That now it doesn't phase me anymore. Now I can be in crowds of thousands and thousands, and it's not a problem. But yeah, you're right. London's way too packed. It's like in a small space. You're talking about like 12, 13 million people in a very tiny space. Um, and London is one of the biggest cities in Europe as well. So can you imagine Elanga at the byline? Ooh, Jet Spence, great defending, but here comes Willock. Guimaraes to Ramsey. Ramsey back to Botman. Thor. Botman. Dan Burn. Dan Burn just kicks it forward, loses the ball, and Vicario grabs it. Pixar says we got a street called Stroket, which is basically a walking shopping set street where it's like this, but no matter how far I go, I can't seem to get up. Yeah, so that's probably like Oxford Street. But wait, Stroket, is that in Copenhagen or is that in your city? Because I know you said you live slightly outside of Copenhagen, didn't you? Alanga now. Alanga. Ooh. Tripping Kieran. Tripping Kieran. Kieran Trippier tried to cross it. Sorry, that's my dyslexia. Kieran Trippier tried to cross it. Couldn't. Got blocked by Jed Spence. And now, here come Tottenham. That was very bad play by Odebear. Tried to get past this man. Couldn't. Should have passed it, really. In Copenhagen, but next to the town hall. Yeah, tripping Kyria. Did you hear me? Oh, that's funny. I got tongue tied. I haven't been tongue tied in a long time, but I do suffer from minor dyslexia. So that does happen sometimes. But yeah, Kieran Trippier, I said tripping Kyria. That has got to go in the history books, mate. Tripping Kyria. Yeah, because if he ever loses his ability, that'll be his nickname. Definitely, Trippin' Kyria. I'm surprised he came back from. I think he was at Atletico Madrid, wasn't he? Like, Solanke in the box gets taken down by Thor, but no penalty. Newcastle now defending their box. Kieran Trippier now. Yeah, wasn't he at Atletico Madrid? And then he had when he decided to come back because Newcastle were in for him, but there was other clubs in for him as well. I think Man United at the time, Chelsea wanted him, but because he loved Newcastle and he liked what Eddie Howe was doing, there come Newcastle. Ooh, Ramsey had to be stopped by what's his face again? Bloody Bissouma. They're still replaying Solanke's foul. Is it a penalty? Let's have a look. I mean, it's a bit of a barge. It's soft. I have seen them giving, but I mean, it's a barge, really. So maybe the referee did the right thing, unless they're checking it. I don't know. Solanke, by the way, guys, Arsenal fan. His dad's an Arsenal fan. His family. A lot of these Tottenham players, a lot of players that played for Tottenham that couldn't go to Arsenal end up playing for Tottenham, but they're still Arsenal fans. Ramsey tried to shoot, but gives it straight to Vicario. But yeah, I noticed there's a lot of ex-Tottenham players or current Tottenham players. They're actually Arsenal fans. And and then you got like their manager Thomas Frank, who is a silver member, an actual Arsenal silver member. So I had that little cup last time at Bournemouth. Right, Dan Burn with a great header. Oh, that was Botman. Straight to Dan Burn with the header. Here's Botman again. Clears it. Ramsey plays a nice ball looking for Kieran Trippier, but he loses it. And it was a foul. The referee says foul. There's a free kick for Ramsey. Says that was twice. What's going on, ref? Telling him he should really be getting yellow carded. Let's quickly get an update on the rest of the games. Guys, what's going on in the Premier League? Right. Chelsea 1. Leeds United 0. I tell you what, Liam Rosignol is shutting up a lot of people, including somebody called Rory Jennings. Oh my God, I can't believe it. But he is going to get, if Liam Rosignol does something wonderful, like get Chelsea in the Champions League, maybe even further in the FA Cup, I think they're still in it, further into the FA Cup, or maybe even win them a trophy somehow. I tell you what, Rory Jennings better do an apology video. By the way, guys, Rory Jennings is a radio broadcaster and also a YouTube content creator. Like I always say, he does have great content. So subscribe to him, like him, share his stuff. But just because I say that doesn't mean I agree with everything he says. He's got some very stupid opinions. He's got some very silly comments. I don't know if he's just throwing it out there as clickbait or just fishing. I'm not sure. I hope it's not that. I hope he genuinely believes what he says. Dan Burn with the cross in. Too far. Xavi Simons over the head of Xavi Simons. But he gets the ball. Goes past Kieran Trippier. Pulls it back. Looks for Solanke. Ooh, and he loses the ball. Gets caught in possession. No, he's held up the ball very well. Xavi Simons still with the ball. Xavi Simons, another one of those Tottenham players that is starting to find some form. Here's Papa Sarr. João Pedro scoring on the 24th minute for Chelsea. Everton, Bournemouth 0-0 still, and obviously West Ham Man United kicks off at 8:15. Papa Sarr. Dragosin. Yeah, he left Tottenham for Atletico, then went to Newcastle. Yeah, but I remember even when he was at Atletico, I remember other teams from the Premier League were coming in for him, but I think he liked what Eddie Howe was doing at Newcastle, and I think he might even be a Newcastle fan. He did what Alan Shearer did. Here's Odebear, Solanke, in the box, shoots! Great tackle and block from Botman. I think it was, or was it Dan Burn? No, it was Botman. Now Dan Burn blocks it. Right, Newcastle trying to get out from their own half. Here comes Ramsey. Willock holds up the ball very well. Passes to Elanga, but he gets tackled by Mickey van der Ven, who keeps the ball, plays it to Jetsman. That was an incredible tackle from Mickey van der Ven. I told you guys, Mickey van der Ven, who's not staying at Tottenham, he's definitely too. Can you imagine? Listen, I want to put a scenario. Just imagine this scenario, right? Oh, wait, Peekster said something. Hold on. Also got a picture with my dad in the armory with the golden trophy replica, and of course, had to get my Gyökeres home shirt with all the additional cosmetics. Come on! Congratulations, Peekster. I'm happy for you. I mean, yeah, you went to a game where he scored 2 goals, so I don't blame you for that. I personally wouldn't have got Gyökeres' name. I'm not his biggest fan, as you know, but I don't blame you for doing it. And hopefully, I've been wrong about him, and he's gonna come good now, and he's gonna change his situation, because obviously I think he's got 8 and 6 now. Here comes Newcastle. Anthony Gordon shoots, but Mickey Van der Ven blocks it. Yeah, he's got like 8 and 6 now, so hopefully his performances improve. Could imagine Real Madrid going for Van der Ven because of their current defending. No, listen, Peakster, listen to what I'm saying. Imagine this scenario. Imagine Arsenal win the league as we're watching Newcastle take a corner with Elanga. That's their 8th corner, by the way. 8 corners in one half. And they call us set piece merchants. Anyway, let's just watch this corner real quick, Peakster. Hold on. Corner comes in and Jet Spence clears it. No, Papa Saka. Oh! Oh, I swear to God, I thought I went in. Ramsey with a rocket from outside the box. I swear to God, I thought it was going in. Ramsey with a shot. Whistled past the near post. Unbelievable. Oh, must have got a deflection because there's another corner for Newcastle. I'm with you, Peaks. So give me 1 minute. Corner comes in. Anthony Gordon, and it goes out as a goal kick for Tottenham. Yeah, so imagine this. This is what I was trying to say. Imagine this, Peakster, right? Imagine Arsenal win the league. Tottenham get relegated. Now, when a club gets relegated, none of the big boys are staying at that club. I mean, nobody's staying on a sinking ship. They're all gonna be like rats and jump off the sinking ship, right? No disrespect to them. It's just a terminology I'm using, or a phrase that I'm using, right? Imagine if he was to get offered a place at Arsenal, for example, right? Can you imagine? Oh, here come Newcastle. Harvey Barnes gets tripped down. Free kick. No. Free kick for Tottenham. Yeah, imagine Arsenal win the league. Odebear's down now crying. Imagine he gets injured as well. So imagine Arsenal win the league. Tottenham get relegated. And then Mickey Van der Ven gets offered a position at Arsenal. And he decides, yeah, I want to go to Arsenal. Even just to sit on the bench and fight for his place, or just be a backup to Saliba and Gabriel. Can you imagine that? If Mickey Van der Ven does what Sol Campbell did and said, no, I don't want to be with the losing side. I'm going to the side that's winning. Oh my God. That would be, I think, the craziest scenario I would have ever seen in my life of football. Arsenal win the league, Tottenham get relegated, and their number one player, yeah, look at their bench. Oh my God, they got no players on their bench. Was that Matthias Tell is getting warmed up. Oh, they got a few players and they're warming up. I mean, look, man, their bench looked empty. Oh yeah, Palhinha's getting warmed up. There's a few players getting warmed up, a few youngsters as well. But yeah, Peaks says dream scenario. Trust me, fam. But can you imagine that though? Jeez. That would be the craziest thing I've ever seen in my lifetime that had to do with football. That kind of scenario. Arsenal win the league, Tottenham get relegated, and their best player, their number one defender, their captain, basically. I know Christian Romero is the captain, but when he's injured, it's Mickey Van der Ven mainly. He decides to come to Arsenal. And then we win the league with Mickey Van der Ven the next season as well, like we did with Sol Campbell. Listen, I'll probably buy a shirt with Mickey Van der Ven on the back, and I'd say former Tottenham player, now a real player. My God, that would be crazy, man. Honestly, that is nuts. Oh, the Bears still getting treated. What's up with these Tottenham players, bro? They go down and then stay down for hours, man. It's gonna just add so much injury time. And guess what, guys? I haven't had dinner. I haven't been able to shave and tidy up my thing before I go to sleep tomorrow. I got work again. It's just been manic for me, man. Manic. It's been so busy at work as well. Here we go. Matthias Tell looks like he's gonna come on. Mr. Alcatel himself. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look, mate. Pixie says that would really be history on repeat, as we came second with Wenger 3 years in a row before we won it. We came with Wenger 3 years in a row before we won it. Is that correct? hold on, wait. The first time we won it with Arsene Wenger was in 98. Was it 96 or 98 the first time we won it? 98, I believe it was with Arsene Wenger. So he came in 95, 96, 97. I don't know. Did we? I don't think so. I think it was only 2 seasons before he won it. But double check that, Peakster, because obviously my memory is vague now from that time I was a kid. But I remember he came in. That season we came second. The first season he came in, and I think the next season we might have won it, or the season after. It wasn't 3 seasons because he won it in '98. He won it in 2002 and 2004. So the first one I believe was in '98, and that was the 97-98 season. Ian Wright was still with us, Peakster, and Ian Wright got a medal for that season as well. That's how long ago that is. Ian Wright, right. Man, I love that guy so much, honestly. What a legend he is. Harvey Barnes didn't even do nothing to him. Odebear tried to put his leg out to stop him and injured himself. What an idiot. Odebear out, Matthias Tell in. Alcatel himself. Right, Solanke trying to get the ball. Couldn't. Yeah, no. But we won in 97-98, dude. Don't forget that. That's what I was saying to you. The first trophy Arsene Wenger won wasn't the 01-02 Peakster, was 97-98. That's what I'm saying to you. And he came 95-96. Obviously he came halfway through the season because Bruce Rioch was in charge at the time in the beginning. So he came halfway through, if I remember correctly. Then in 96-97 we came, I don't know if we came second, but we did finish high up. Maybe we came second. But then 97-98 we won the first trophy with Arsene Wenger. That was the first Premier League we won with Arsene Wenger. So it wasn't three. The one you're talking about was the second league title we won with Arsene Wenger. And that year, I believe we did the double in '02. So we got the Premier League FA Cup, and then we did the same thing in '04 as well. I think we did the double. So we did two doubles, not back to back, but 1 year in between them. But the first. Oh, I get it now. Oh, my bad. I was confused. Yes, yes, but you're right. I mean, we've come second 3 times, but last season and the season before, genuinely, I believe we should have won it. Last season more so than the season before. The season before, Man City just went on a crazy run, like 14, 15 games from February all the way to May. Like the last bunch of games, they just won all of them. And then we had those couple of draws and that loss against Aston Villa at home, that 2-1. That really killed us because we only lost by 1 point to Man City on the last day of the season. But last season with Liverpool, I genuinely thought that should have been our season. Oh, Newcastle comes in with a cross, but couldn't go nowhere. Yeah. And the reason I say this is because last season we lost as many games as Liverpool did. But what happened to us is that we had a few injuries and that caused us to keep drawing games. So we'd go ahead by like 1-0 or 2-1, and then somehow those teams were able to come back and draw. So we lost 21 points from a leading position. So if we had not lost those 21 points, we would have won the league by 8 points and not Liverpool. Liverpool were very lucky. They were very lucky. And that's why at the beginning of this season, when everybody thought Liverpool was going to win it, if you go back to my first original content, the first video I made, I said Liverpool are not winning nothing this season. They run out of steam. They run out of petrol. They're running on fumes. Their team is not going to do anything. They wasn't even meant to win last season. It was by default because we were rubbish last season. And that's why when Mikel Arteta saw that, he said, nah, we can't do this. It was heartbreaking because guess what? That was the penultimate game that season that made us drop. But we had a loss against Southampton. No, we drew against Southampton. We drew against Liverpool that season. We lost one game to West Ham, I remember as well, or drew with West Ham as well. So it's like consecutive draws against these. That what hurt me the most wasn't the Aston Villa game. Aston Villa was quite good, and we always had trouble against them. What hurt me was that 3-3 draw against Southampton. Southampton were bottom of the league, dude. They were bottom of the league. We were top of the league. And they come to the Emirates and go 3-0 ahead. They scored 3 goals in the first half. And it took us, we went in half time at 3-1 and it ended up managing to get a draw out of that game. And the game ended up being 3-3. But that's what hurt the most. It wasn't Aston Villa. Aston Villa was trying to get, I think they even got into the Champions League that season. So they were a good outfit. I mean, you're bound to lose 1 or 2 games or draw against those type of teams. But Southampton, who were bottom, who they getting relegated, they couldn't buy a win or a draw from anywhere. And we ended up drawing 3-3 against them. I really believe that was the game when we dropped those 2 points, because we lost the league by 1 point. When we dropped those 2 points against Southampton, game over. Peakster says, "Oh, by the way, the game's gonna be 2-1 to Newcastle." I hope so, mate. I hope so. That's not. I can see that happening. Honestly, that's not a ridiculous suggestion at all. That's very, very plausible. I mean, looking at Newcastle right now, attacking. Oh, here comes Kieran Trippier. I was nearly gonna call him Trippier and Kyria again. Alanga trying to get the ball from Tell. Tell plays it to Spence. Tottenham, they're a bit more organized now after all those mistakes they were making, conceding goals. Looks like Thomas Frank has drilled it in his head. How do you feel about Thomas Frank as well, Pixel? Because he's Danish, isn't he? What do you think about him? I mean, can you see him become the Denmark manager one day, possibly? I used to always think he was Dutch. Like when I first got to know him when he was at Brentford, and I learned about him. I never knew he was Danish. I actually thought he was Dutch for the first season that I heard about him. But then I heard them say he was Danish. But his English is so good, and it had like a tiny Dutch accent. But I think Danish people, when they speak English, they have a very similar accent to the Dutch people. Papa Matassa, Papi Matassa with a yellow card. Yo, I'm so hungry. Listen, halftime, guys. I'm gonna go grab my dinner. I'm gonna bring it upstairs. I'm gonna eat it in halftime before the second half kicks off because I haven't had no dinner and I'm marvin. Free kick for Newcastle comes in the box. Solanke headers it out. Alanga heads it back in. Dan Burn with a header. Too far wide of the goal, and Vicario sees it out. It's still 0-0. Everton has scored, guys. It's Everton 1, Bournemouth 0. Let's quickly see who scored that. Menlakandai. Penalty. Aww. Dead. Vicario. Mickey Van de Ven. Pigs is like dead ass. Thought he was German when he first came to the Prem. But I think he's great and is wasting his time with such a garbage team. I do believe he will coach the Danish national team. I think so too. And I agree with you. I really liked him when he was at Brentford. When I heard that he was potentially going to Tottenham, I just thought, nah, why would you ruin your career like that, man? But obviously the pay packet is bigger at Tottenham than Brentford. Tottenham can attract better players than Brentford, and obviously trying to get a shot at possibly managing in the Champions League, which Tottenham had as well. I could understand why he took that position, but Tottenham is cursed, as you can see, bro. The best of the best went there. Mourinho, Conte, so on and so forth was there, and they couldn't get nothing. They couldn't get nothing out of that club. The only one that really did something was Mauricio Pochettino, and the Tottenham fans will always cling on to that. But what they don't understand, that was like a one good season they had. Yeah. Here comes Newcastle. Willock! Willock! 1-0 to the Newcastle! Come on! Goal! Lazo! Willock! 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 Mickey van der Ven is fuming. Eddie Howe's not even celebrating because he knows it's not over. My God, Willock on the score sheet for Newcastle. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But Tottenham get battered everywhere they go, whether it's home, whether it's away. They are getting slapped up. This club is cursed. This club is going to get relegated. And Mickey van der Ven, if you really want to come to a club that wins stuff, come across the other side of North London. Come to the red side of North London. Look at that. Willock. Bish bash bosh, and it's 1-0 to Newcastle. Yes, Mickey van der Ven, this is a message to you. Sol Campbell did it. Don't feel any type of way about it. Come to the Arsenal. Let Tottenham get relegated. Come to the team that's winning titles and trophies, dude. Come over to the real side. Let me update the score real quick. It's Newcastle 1. It's been coming. I told you guys, Newcastle been knocking on heaven's door. Mickey van der Ven looks like he wants to cry. He just doesn't want to be there no more. Look, Odebear doesn't want to be there no more. I don't think any of those... Oh, check and goal, possible offside. Oh, no. Who was offside? Willock. Willock took the ball from his own half and run. How is he going to be offside? Who's offside? No way he's offside. No way. I'm not having it. If they rule this goal offside, it's a fixed, man. Right, let's see. Let's have a look. Peakster says Brian Reimer, former Anderlecht manager, is our current manager, and he's very up and down. Like, we beat Portugal in the Nations League home game, but lost to Scotland in the World Cup qualifiers. I remember that game, man, against Scotland. That was some banging goal. Bro, I remember that game. Yo, Scotland had some wonder goals. And Denmark, that game was weird because both of you were scoring some incredible goals, man. I watched the highlights. That was crazy. That Scotland-Denmark game was crazy. And I think he can do great with the likes of Dorgu, Hoyland, Julman, Norgard, and so on. Yeah, you guys do have a good team, but you guys didn't make it to the World Cup, though. Although Schmeichel seems pretty finished, making a lot of mistakes, I'd say either Hermansen or Philip Jorgensen will take over as a number one. Yeah, that's not bad. What? Did they rule the goal off? Did they cancel the goal for Newcastle? No, you're kidding me. How was that offside? My God, Newcastle, Tottenham they caught a break there, mate. Tottenham caught an absolute break because oh my God. Here come Newcastle again. Harvey Barnes. Willock! Harvey Barnes! Willock! Kieran Trippier tried to get a ball, but here comes Matthias Tell, who gets tackled and loses the ball, but it's a throw-in for Tottenham. There's 5 minutes of injury time, guys, so yeah, man. Jeez! I need to change the score again because it's gone back down to 0-0, mate. What? Man said his forehead. Man said his forehead. They ruled it off because of his forehead. Oh, but bro, this VAR offside thing is getting crazy. That is crazy. A piece of his skin was offside. Bro, what is... Bro, this game's finished, man. Man said his skin on his forehead was offside. Imagine if he had a boner while he was playing football and his boner was just about offside. They're going to rule it offside as well. He can't... Oh, my God. I don't understand this game, man. Here comes Tottenham, though. Wan Bissouma. Jet Spence. Peakster says we were dominating like 80% of the Scotland game and had a lot of chances, but couldn't get it past their keeper. But all 4 Scotland goals were genuinely spectacular, and I couldn't speak. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I remember that. But didn't you guys get a goal back? And then one of your goals was also crazy. Like, it was just a crazy match. Right, Matthias Tell on the left-hand side now. Archie Gray loses the ball. Dragas in. Too hard on Harvey Barnes as a Newcastle free kick. What did Dragazin just do? That was weak. That was weak. But I guess because of Harvey Barnes' momentum, he kind of like pushed him into his back and made him drop forward. I guess it's a foul, but it's a weak one. Very sloppy. I still can't believe that Willock goal. Peakster, did you see why they ruled off this Willock goal? I can't believe it, bro. I honestly cannot believe it. Like, his whole body was on the line, was in line, but there was one small piece of his forehead, like a tiny square on his forehead, that they said was offside. Yo, I've never seen that in my life. Never. That's just mad. Here comes Newcastle, and Archie Gray with a great header forward. Give Mariah again, giving it to Willock. Willock. Now, Alanga. Gimarayesh. Alanga. Willock. Oh! Head of. Yes! Newcastle score right before the half. This time is Ramsey. He headed it against Vicario. He blocked it, but then he shot it straight into the back of the net. 1-0 to Newcastle again. Thor. It wasn't even Ramsey. It was Thor. I thought it was Ramsey. Anyway, go. Oh, they do look like each other. Yeah, it was Thor. It wasn't Ramsey. I thought it was Ramsey. Anyway, go. Lazo. Thor for Newcastle. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Is it Thor or Thor? That would have been 2-0 for Newcastle. But Alanga straight to Gimarayesh. Gimarayesh back to Alanga. Alanga created the space. Played it back to Willock. Willock with a cross to the back post. And there was Thor. First Vicario stopped it. But then Thor with the second ball just tapped it right into the back of the net. That was bad goalkeeping from Vicario, by the way. He should have grabbed the ball. I don't know why he pushed it back forward. Saar tried to stop Thor from going. Couldn't. Thor just tapped it in. I believe that's the defender's first goal of the season. So it's Tottenham 0, Newcastle 1 right before half time. So justice has been served, although it should have been 2-0 really. Peakster says, oh, never mind. Højlund got a pen instead of Eriksson. Is that what it was? Something like that, yeah. Bro, to be honest, I don't remember. I just remember watching the highlights thinking, oh my God, what's going on? I have never seen Scotland play like that. Never. I think it was McTominay. McTominay got 2 goals, didn't he? McTominay done an overhead kick. I remember it. He did like an overhead kick, then he done like a shot from outside. But I don't know. McTominay was going crazy that day. That's all I remember. But and it's half time of the game. Who you supporting in the World Cup though, Peakster? You supporting England though? Who you supporting? Because I know Denmark's not in the World Cup. But tell me when I come back. I'm gonna go get my dinner and eat it here because I'm starving. I'm really hungry. I need to eat now. So I'll be back. Oh, is that what it was? McTominay and Tierney. That's it. I remember McTominay getting something. But listen, Peaks, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I'm just gonna go grab my dinner, bring it up here because I'm actually starving. So don't go nowhere. Oh, are you guys still in the qualifiers? Are you still in the playoffs? I thought that's it. You didn't qualify. Listen, let me go get my dinner. I'll be back. Hi guys, sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I was just having my dinner quickly. I know the game started already, about a minute ago or so. Right. The hell? Right, I'm back, guys. Sorry. Just had to go eat my dinner quickly. I was so hungry because I came straight from work, jumped in a shower, washed, and then I came and set up my recording stuff. Here comes Newcastle again. Alanga gets tackled in the box. Referee says no penalty. Alanga not happy about that. Right. Right, we should be on the right time now. Right, guys. Quickly an update. Tottenham 0, Newcastle 1, Chelsea 1, Leeds United 0, Everton 1, Bournemouth 0. West Ham Man United kicked off about half an hour ago. Obviously, here's Newcastle. Harvey Barnes to Alanga to Willock. Willock still in the box. Archie Gray. Gordon tries to take a shot, but it goes out for a corner because it got deflected. So Everton 1, Bournemouth 0. West Ham and Man United 0-0. Started about 27-28 minutes ago, about half an hour ago. Still 0-0 in that game. I hope West Ham win. I really want West Ham to win. Peekster, are you still with me? So Peekster says to my question. Yeah, Italy's also in the playoffs. So first he said we finished second in our group, so we have to play 2 matches. Don't know if it's 1 or 2 legs. Oh yeah, they are in the playoffs. Forgot what it's called. Jesus just noticed Italy's also in the playoffs. Newcastle unlucky. That was Ramsey. This time it was Ramsey though. Did it get deflected again? Is it another corner? Hold on, Peekster, 1 second. It did get deflected this time by Solanke, but a Ramsey with a great attempt. Unlucky that there was 2-3 Tottenham players in front of them that would have went inside. Here comes the corner again from Guimaraes. 11 corners for Newcastle this game. Back post. Shoot! Oh, penalty surely. No, Tottenham clear it. It's cleared from the Tottenham box. Willock wanted the penalty, did not get it. Right, back to what Peekster was saying. Right, so Peekster says our playoff games are North Macedonia, and if we win either, have to play Chechnya or Ireland, and if we beat them, we are through to the World Cup. Well, good luck. I hope Denmark get there. It's a shame it will be at the expense of Ireland, but for you, Peekster, I'd rather Denmark get in so I can enjoy the World Cup with you as well. So when we do watch-alongs, I might do a Denmark game as well. And then we can do it together. Yeah, we can watch the game and I'll be on the stream and you can cheer on your nation, mate. Well, yeah, good luck. I do hope you guys get there because I was a bit upset when Denmark didn't get in there, because when you read the type of teams that did get in there, not necessarily from Europe, from other parts of the world, you really think, rah, but do they really deserve a place in there? Because Denmark actually have players that play in the Champions League. Here comes Tottenham! Alcatel, Matthias Tell, tried to take a shot, went way too high up. He should have really played it. He had Gallagher right there next to him. I'm not sure why he didn't play Gallagher. He should have really played Gallagher. Didn't. Gallagher was upset with it. Anyway, he didn't even look at him. Peekster says, yeah, but if we don't make it, it will be the first World Cup in like 20. Yeah, I don't remember the last time Denmark didn't make it into the World Cup. I mean, I don't remember every single one now. I can probably go as far back as maybe 94. Was you guys in the 94 World Cup? I don't think. Was Denmark in it? No. Because Denmark won. What European Championship? Did they win the 92 European Championship? Didn't they? I think Denmark won the 1992 European Cup, which was after Italy 1990. So Denmark won the 92 European Cup, and then they didn't make it, I think, for the 94 World Cup, right? The one in America. I think you guys missed out on that. Because at that time, Denmark wasn't really a great side like that. I mean, because at Peakster, if you remember, I don't know if you remember this, because you probably, I mean, your dad probably will remember this, but in 1992, the year that you guys won the European Cup, you guys didn't actually qualify for the European Cup. What happened was Yugoslavia got kicked out because of the war situation. So when they got kicked out, all the Denmark players were on the beach having a holiday, and then the manager got a phone call by UEFA saying, "Oh, do you want to play in the European competition?" And they obviously joined and ended up winning. So that was crazy. That was one of those situations in football that will never happen again, where a team didn't qualify and a team that didn't qualify ends up winning the competition. Archie Gray, Tottenham. He couldn't get the ball into the feet of Alcatel, Matthias Tell, who again took a shot that went way over the bar, but a better piece of football by Tottenham. This looks like the Man City game where Tottenham are starting to play much better in the second half than they did in the first half. Archie Gray bombing forward, trying to get the ball to Matthias Tell. Couldn't really play it into his feet. It bobbled a bit, it was bouncing, and then it went over. Pixar says, bro, I was straight up writing as you were saying it. Bro, my football history and memory sometimes is still there. But as I'm getting older, I'll be honest with you, it's starting to get vaguer and vaguer and vaguer. You see, when like 10, 15 years ago, bro, I could tell you about football from the 70s. I wasn't even alive. But obviously, I grew up in the 90s and the 2000s. So a lot of that's still there, but a lot of my football knowledge and history is gone, bro. Life just takes it out of you. Tottenham with a shot. Who was that? Saw? Or was that Alcatel again? No, it was Saw. Papa Mata Saw with a shot from way out, and Pope saved it incredibly. It's a free kick for Newcastle now. Matthias Tell pulling back. I believe it was Thor, wasn't it? But Papa Mata Saw with a shot. Look how far out he was. He must have been at least 35 yards out. Bish bash bosh. Nick Pope there to punch it out. Oh, is that the case? Okay, I thought there wasn't. No, but surely because it was pre-season and it was the summer holiday, surely some of the players were already on holiday, no? But yeah, I don't know. That's what they used to say. I mean, I'm sure I've heard a few of the Danish players come out and say that. But yeah, you might be right. Maybe they were just gassing it. But Laudrup, what a player that was. He reminded me of Laudrup, man. Jesus, that was a player. Yeah, I mean, nobody gave Denmark a chance in '92, bro. I'll be honest. You're talking about the Italy team that had Roberto Baggio and Maldini and Baresi and Jeez. And then you had who else in Europe that was elite that time? I think it was mainly Italy dominating at that time, really. I mean, Spain wasn't really about it. France were, yeah, sort of okay. England was, I don't think no, England was. I don't know, did they qualify? Maybe they qualified. It wasn't that good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I remember. I definitely remember that, but I don't know if it was true whether they was on holiday or not. But I remember one of the listening to interviews with some of the Danish players, and they were saying, "Yeah, no, we was just on holiday, and then we got the call, and then we went in." But yeah, I mean that's exactly what I remember. The Yugoslavia war happened, and then Denmark got called up. Here's Jet Spence. Oh, the 2014, which was in Brazil, right? Yeah, that was the Brazil World Cup. Yeah, I don't remember Denmark in that. You're right. I don't remember any Denmark game in that World Cup. Because 2010 was South Africa, and that was the Spain Netherlands final. 2014 was Brazil, the one that Germany won, and they beat. I remember Germany beat Brazil like 7-1 or something, and or 7-0, and they could have beaten them by like a ridiculous score. I remember listening to Ozil saying that they had to take their foot off the gas because they didn't want to embarrass Brazil even more. They could have beaten Brazil 10-0, 11-0, double figures. They should have done it, really. I don't know why they didn't. Here come Tottenham again with a cross. Can't beat the first man. Goes back in. Denburn has it out. Still with Archie Gray. This time Newcastle clear it far enough. Willock fighting with Matthias Tell. Matthias Tell gets it, plays it to Jet Spence. Jet Spence gives it to Saad and points towards Xavi Simmons. Doesn't give it to Xavi Simmons. Now he does. Now Nick Pope grabs the ball. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Chelsea scored another one. It's Chelsea 2, Leeds 0, Everton 1, Bournemouth 1. Wow. Okay. Still 0-0 at the West Ham Man United game. Yeah, 94. I said to you, I remember you guys didn't qualify. 06? He didn't qualify in 06. 06 was Germany, wasn't it? The German World Cup. Yeah, that World Cup was in Germany, 06. 02 was in Korea, Japan. 06 was Germany. 2010 was South Africa. 2014 was Brazil. 2018 was Russia. 2022 was Qatar. Yeah. 98. That was a good year. That was a good year for Denmark. I didn't even know. You guys got to the quarterfinals. I didn't even remember that. But that was a good year. I mean, 98 World Cup was actually a pretty decent World Cup. That was the France 98 road to the World Cup. I remember I used to have the game on I want to say, was it Sega? Sega Mega Drive, or was it Super Nintendo? Maybe Super Nintendo actually. My Super Nintendo, I used to have FIFA 98 road to the World Cup. France 98. Pixar says your memory hasn't failed you. Well, it has at times, bro. Trust me. I don't remember everything, obviously, but sometimes there's things that I used to remember that I've forgotten. Like Loudroop, for example. I used to love watching Loudroop play football. I totally forgot he was one of Denmark's, or he's probably Denmark's greatest ever player. Yeah, because I remember them. I watched all of them. But ask me what every single game was or result, I wouldn't even remember that anymore. But I remember watching them all. I can trace watching the World Cup all the way to 1990, dude. Italy 1990. Where I remember when I was literally sitting there watching it with my dad when Roberto Baggio missed the penalty. I think against at the time West Germany, maybe. Oh, I don't know if Germany had unified yet at that time, so it might have still been West Germany. But yeah, Roberto Baggio, he had this one little dread, one little cornrow at the back of his head. Come on, I will never forget that. Man, like Roberto Baggio. But the 1994 World Cup in America was really, really good as well. That was the first time the world saw R9, the original Ronaldo, when he was a kid. He came on the scene very similar to when Wayne Rooney came on the scene in 2004 in the Portugal European competition, the one that Greece won. Let's see what. Oh, what? Michael Laudrup, Peter Schmeichel, and Christian Eriksen are without a doubt three best players before you judge Eriksen. Keep in mind he has been in the national team for 2 decades. Bro, I like Eriksen. I do. Um, I liked him more when he was at Tottenham than he was at Man United. I think because at Tottenham he shined more. I felt like at Man United he was just getting injured and that, but I did really like him. He's got some fantastic goals as well. I do like him, but Michael Laudrup, I'm sorry, bro. That was a proper player. Michael Laudrup was like not it's not just about football. He was like the David Beckham of his day. Like, he a good looking man. All the women liked him. All the men wanted to be like him. Like he had everything going for him. His physique, the way he played football. He was a fantastic player. Muller for Germany. Muller for Germany. Can I be honest with you? Although Muller is a great player, bro, I hate him. I hate. Sometimes you have certain players, although they're probably great player, they are great players, but you just don't take to them. Wait, hold on. Are you talking about the old school Muller, Gerd Muller, or are you talking about today's Muller that plays at Bayern Munich? Because I'm talking about today's Muller. I'm not talking about Gerd Muller from back in the day for Germany. I'm talking about today's Muller. That guy just, he pisses me off sometimes, man. He just gets goals out of nowhere. He just like like, I don't know how, bro. Don't know how this Bray always scores, always gets goals for club, for country. I don't know, man. It's just incredible. But yeah, Michael Laudrup. Peter Schmeichel is a goalkeeper. Although he was a great player and he was a great servant for Man United, later on Man City as well. Um, and his son obviously becoming winning the Premier League as well. Oh, here come Tottenham. Gala in the box. Kieran Trippier with him. Two former teammates. No. Willock gets the ball out. Kieran Trippier again. Willock again. Dragos in now. Xavi Simons. Cross comes in. Back post too deep. And Botman clears it. Oh no, Trippier clears it. Sorry. Thomas Muller. Yeah. Thomas Muller. He doesn't play for Bayern. Where is he gone? Yeah, but don't forget Thomas Müller did it for Germany as well, bro. I'm pretty sure he got goals in the finals for them, in the semi-finals. Um, Müller, in general, as a footballing family in Germany, is huge. There's a few Müllers that have come through, but the latest. So wait, hold on. Where's Thomas Müller now? And Tottenham scored! Archie Gray! Lazzo! Archie Gray, damn it, man. What a shame. Newcastle, what's going on? Again, it's a game of two halves, just like against Manchester City. Tottenham absolutely dominated by Newcastle in the first half. They've come in the second half now, played their socks off. Although Newcastle should be 2 up, but it all came from a Tottenham corner. Xavi Simons on the corner, back post. Sarr heads it back in, and Archie Gray taps it in on the volley. Newcastle complaining about something. Not sure what they're complaining about. Looked like a fair goal to me. He left after Bayern crashed out the Champions League last year. Where did he go though? I don't remember him. I thought he was still there. I thought he was gonna retire there, bro. He always seemed like a one club man to me. Archie Gray smiling, getting the goal for his club. Can they maintain that? Look, Peakster, your 2-1 scoreline. I told you it's not thingy. It's not impossible. It's very plausible this game finishes 2-1 Newcastle. Oh, he's gone to the MLS. Well, yeah, that means realistically he's retired, bro. I don't count the MLS as like that's a Mickey Mouse league at the moment. That's not really. I don't count somebody like still playing if they're playing in the MLS. To me, that's it. They're done. They're retired. Bournemouth scored a second. Everton 1, Bournemouth 2. Jeez. Oh yeah, sorry, mate. Talking about scoreline. Peakster, you're on point, mate. And here it comes. Talk about scoreline. Watch Newcastle get their second goal now, mate. It's a corner for Everton. Corner for Newcastle. I'm all over the place. Everton get a red card. What's happening there? Jake O'Brien, red card. Amin Adli again with another goal. This Moroccan that joined at Bournemouth is just scoring non-stop. Here comes the corner. Guimaraes. Back post. Oh, unlucky. And Tottenham clear it. Only as far as Willock. Guimaraes crosses it back in. Back post. Harvey Barnes heads it in. Boom. Oh my God. I swear to God, I thought that was a goal. But here come Tottenham. Xavi Simons get dropped as a foul, as a free kick for Newcastle. because Xavi Simons dived. He gets a yellow card for diving. Oh my God. What a dive from Xavi Simons. Chelsea 2, Leeds 1. Incredible. Lucas Mecha. Oh, Cole Palmer with another penalty, by the way. This guy's just scoring. He must have scored 5 penalties this season already. Like, what's going on? And they were laughing at Gyökeres for scoring that many penalties. Free kick for Newcastle. I can't believe the referee spotted Xavi Simons diving. Right, Kieran Trippier with a cross in. Shoot someone. Harvey Barnes. Oh, Archie Gray clears it from the box. Willock now. Xavi Simons takes it off the Willock, and now who's got it forward? Oh no, who the hell was that? Someone tripped over their own feet. Oh, that was Gallagher. I think Gallagher must have went through his ankle or something. He couldn't play the ball. That was bad play from him. Here comes Kieran Trippier again. Newcastle again. They're going for it. Newcastle want their second goal now. They're not having it. They're like, Tottenham, what? Are you mad? Shoot! And it's 2-1 Newcastle! What did I say? What did I say? I told you they're not going to have it. Man like Harvey Barnes and Aaron Ramsey. Man like Barnes and the Newcastle fans already taking their top off these fat slobs. Man like Ramsey. Yes, you was right, Pigster. I told you. Tottenham get battered no matter where they are, where they go, home, away. Look at these Newcastle fans. They're going crazy, bro. Oh, my days. Look at this. It came from a Tottenham a counter-attack. Gallagher tried to play it to Xavi Simons. He couldn't. Something happened. Anyway, Nick Pope ends up with the ball. Tottenham can't readjust themselves quick enough. Kieran Trippier picks up the ball. Ends up giving it to Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes running. Plays it to Gordon. Gordon holds it up, brings it forward into the box, plays it to Ramsey, who scores instantly. So Gordon plays it in across the box. And Ramsey just, first touch shot, didn't even take a touch. On the stride of the ball, straight away, bish, bash, bosh. It's Newcastle 2. So Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2, boys. It's Everton 1, Bournemouth 2, boys. It's Chelsea 2, Leeds 2. Incredible. Leeds away from home at Stamford Bridge. I was just raving mad about bloody Rosinha. Oh my God. Okafor got a goal. It's 2-2. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Chelsea 2, Leeds 2. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Everton 1 and Bournemouth 2. Beekster says, hey, yo, I was right. Yes, you was. Now the game just got to die for the next 20 minutes and I have another right prediction on my CV. Yes, you do. That was a great shout for 2-1. Yeah, like you said, Tottenham, the thing is Tottenham's going to try and come out and get another goal. They don't want to lose at home. They're going to go, oh, what's happened here? Anthony Gordon's gone down. Dragosin must have punched him. Did he punch him? Anthony Gordon running. Oh, Dragosin just stopped his run. He barged him. Is he going to get a free kick for that? No, but it wasn't that hard though, Gordon, man. Get up. I can't even believe it, bro. Pixter, you were right, man. Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2. Bro, I beg you, just have a look at the Premier League table, bro. Oh, my days. That is not so. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's Chelsea 2 Leeds 2. My God, look at this. Tottenham are in 16th. They've dropped down below Leeds now. Bro, they're 3 points away from 17th, yeah? And imagine Nottingham Forest, who are sitting on 17th, they're one game, they got one game in hand. Oh, and imagine West Ham win. Oh, God! Bro, Tottenham can be in the relegation zone in literally 10 days. Here come Newcastle again. Peaks says, I think I'm 5 if the game ends like this. 5? Is it? Bro, I'm not even keeping count, but I'm going to take your word for it, bro. I'm going to have to start writing them down. I don't know. I know you got a couple. I don't know if it's 5 with this one, but you might be right. I don't remember. So I'm going to take your word for it. But, bro, can you imagine? Bro, if West Ham wins and Leeds win, yeah, West Ham would be on 26 points. Leeds are already now with a draw, they're on 30 points, bro. So if they win, they're on 32 points. Tottenham will be on 29. Nottingham Forest, yeah, if they win, they're going to be on 29. They'll still be behind Tottenham. But West Ham, if they win today against United, bro, they get 27 points. They'll be 2 points behind Tottenham Forest, bro. So literally, and guess what? Guess who's playing Tottenham next? Beakster, we're playing Tottenham next. Well, obviously, we've got a game before that, a couple of games before that, I think. But I think Tottenham's next game is against us. I'm pretty sure, bro. Let me have a look. Yeah, look, Tottenham Arsenal Sunday 22nd, bro. 22nd of February. Oh my God. Bro, these lot are going to get relegated if they don't win this game. Bro, I know they're not beating us. If they're not beating Newcastle at home, they're not beating Arsenal at home, bro. Unless they just step up to play Arsenal like they did against Manchester City. Because look what they did to Manchester City in the second half, bro. Oh my God. Oh, Peakster. Can you imagine, bro? Arsenal win. Look, Murphy's coming on. He might get a goal as well. He might ruin your prediction, geezer. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Right, Alanga's off. Murphy's on for Newcastle. Honestly, man. Can you imagine, bro? Arsenal win the title. And these bums, these scrubs get relegated. This is a message to Mickey van der Ven. Join the real North London team, rude boy. Tonali. He's linked with Arsenal as well. By the way, I heard something funny today, yeah? I heard something incredibly funny. Yeah, possibly, Peaks. Honestly, I don't remember. I'm sure you did. I'm going to take your word for it, but I'm going to have to start making a chart. Because guess what? MJ, there's someone called MJ that comes on the chat as well. I'm sure he's got like 2 maybe as well. I think 1 or 2. Tonali. By the way, yeah, Peaks, I was telling you, I heard something funny about Tonali today, yeah? So Tonali doesn't want to stay at Newcastle anymore, right? 1 versus Bournemouth and 1 versus Brighton in the Brentford game. Yeah, possibly. Sorry, I'm just watching the Okafor goal. Oh, Chelsea. Watch when you see the Okafor goal for Leeds against Chelsea. You're going to die laughing. Well, let's say it's 4 with this one. And then we'll see. If you do remember the other one, then we'll say it's 5, bro. But that's very, very good. I should have really made it a competition, Peakster, with everyone that comes in. I'd say whoever gets the most will get a present for me. But it's too late now. I'll do it next season. Oh my god, these Tottenham fans, bro. You should see their faces. Yo, bro, listen, things are bad for Tottenham. Like, it's always been bad, yeah. But it's going from bad to worse, bro. Like, this is crazy. And imagine, yo, this is nuts. Yo, I'm happy, but it's just crazy. The fact that Leeds able to get 2 goals back as well is nuts. Thomas Frank, bro. I feel sorry for him, honestly, man. Look, he looks lost. That look on his face is like, why is things going so bad? Why is things going wrong? I think he knows he'll get sacked after this game. That's why the Tottenham board peaks. Remember, I told you this, yeah? If this game finishes with Tottenham losing, yeah, Thomas Frank is getting sacked. What's this? Bro should have made the Robbie and Goldbridge game predictions. I don't know. I don't know. Do they have a game? A prediction game? I didn't know that. I know Robbie's got a prediction game with his DR Sports. He got that with William Hill, you know, the last man standing game. I know that one. I didn't know Robbie and Goldbridge had a prediction game. I didn't know that. Fair enough. I might have to look into that. But yeah, I should have done a game as well. I should have. The thing is, Peaks, I just don't have enough people yet, bro. You see, when my channel builds up and more people join the community and I got more watchers and more, then yeah, it's worth it. But like for 3, 4, 5 people, maybe, I guess so. I can still do it. Yeah, no, I do watch That's Football. I don't watch it religiously like every video, but I do watch it, and I don't remember, to be honest with you, if I saw the prediction game or not. But I'll have a look into it. I'll look into it. But I think this season for me is just to learn everything, like to get used to everything, and hopefully by next season, if I've got slightly bigger audience, um, maybe more people interacting, then yeah, definitely I'll do all of that, man. But yeah, I really appreciate always joining me, Peakster, man. That's really kind of you, bro. I really appreciate that. And yeah, like you said, it'll come. Fingers crossed, bro. It is what it is. Um, but yeah, like even if I get a certain amount of people, like at least a significant amount, I like, just enough to do a game where it'll be interesting. Then definitely I'm gonna do it. But yeah, don't worry, bro. Next season changes will happen. Hopefully, I'm able to get a bigger studio, better equipment. So yeah, it's all in the pipeline. It's all coming. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, Peaks. The Peaks is like, it's always a pleasure. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. You, Sensoon, MJ were literally the first. I think you were maybe the first. You and Sensoon were the first people that ever joined um this channel. Like, and watched my streams, and then afterwards MJ came in, and afterwards Tab and Robert the Gunner and a few others. But yeah, man, I really appreciate that, bro. You'll always be remembered as the first, my brother. So I do appreciate that, Peakster. Right, Tottenham got 10 minutes to go. Right, let's see. West Ham 0, Man United 0 still. Oh, it's half time there, isn't it? Bournemouth beating Everton like, bro, Everton at home losing with 10 men. That's crazy. I mean, Everton was on a good run. Here comes Tottenham with a corner. Dragos in! And Nick Pope punches it out. That's how you punch out a ball out. Oh! Here comes Newcastle! Oh, Vicario is out! Oh, no, he cleared the ball. That was good goalkeeping from Vicario. Tonali with the header now. That's it. Peakstar was going to tell you about Tonali. So today I heard Tonali wants to leave Newcastle, right? Now, when they asked, or they tried to find out why is Tonali trying to leave Newcastle, and he's still on a 3 or 4 year contract, people started coming out saying that, oh, he's homesick, he wants to go back to Italy and that. And then later on, they found out that, no, although he's homesick and he wants to go back to Italy, he's willing to come to Arsenal. if they make an offer. I found that hilarious, bro. I found that so funny. The Bear said, "No, I'm homesick. I want to go home to Italy and play in the Italian league. But if Arsenal come in for me, nah, I'll go to Arsenal." That's funny. This Bear's jokes. His head has been turned, honestly. But guess what? He's got like a 3 or 4 year contract with what's it called? With Newcastle. So if they sell him, they sell him for like some ridiculous money, like 80 million. Well, with someone like Mark Gorbage, I can never get a reply. I know there's a lot of people, but I love the engagement. It feels like it's just watching a game with a mate. Well, brother wants a trophy. Yeah, you're right. Um, when you have that many people, it's difficult to. That's why they start doing that. Wait, Solanke here. Solanke, he's been non-existent this whole game. He's coming alive a bit now. Xavi Simons. What? That's why they do the super chat thing. Peakster. That's why it makes sense for them to do that, because then somebody pays them to read out their comments. Obviously, if I do ever get to that stage, bro, don't worry. Your comments will always be read out. You would never have to pay me no super chat, bro. But that's how they do it. That's how that works. So you get to a certain level, then if people do want their comments read out, they just do a super chat and then they pay whatever it is, 1.99, 2.99, whatever they do, whatever they feel like donating. Here comes Tottenham. Archie Gray again. Loses the ball. Dan Burn clears it. Here comes Tonali. And that's how that works, bro. But don't worry about that. I doubt I'll reach those levels anyway. But if I ever do have too many people in the chat, don't worry. Your chat will always be read out, my brother. Papa Matasa. Tottenham. They're trying to do something. And they clear it, Newcastle, instantly. Matasa. Paulinha. Bro, you don't have to worry about that. Big says funny. Big says, yeah, the super chats and that. But I ain't got money for that currently. But of course, when I'm in a better economic situation, I'd love to support. Nah, bro, don't be silly, man. I'm not talking about. Also, don't doubt yourself. The energy got you on Fan Reaction TV. It's just a matter of time and persistence. That's true. Thank you for your support, my bro. Thank you for your kind words, your support. You are right. It's about being consistent with it. And obviously, yeah, like you said, being on the Fan Reaction TV does draw some attention. It's more like I hope more people would join the stream and interact like you do, because then it becomes more and more fun. But bro, I'm telling you, with me on my channel, you don't ever need to do nothing, bro. You'll always be part of this channel forever, my brother. So don't worry about that. Even if I do end up starting to do super chats and that, you would never need to do that, bro. Any chat you put on will get read out. I'll always engage with you. So yeah, don't worry about that, bro. Dan Burn now clearing the ball. See, that's the thing. There is no pressure from Tottenham when Newcastle have the ball at the back. They don't press them at all. It's so slow. It's like they're not bothered. I don't get it. Here's Archie Gray now. Look, there's no urgency from them. There's nothing. Paulinha to Archie Gray again. Oh no, it's like they don't want it. It's like they don't care. But yeah, that's what I was telling you, Peaks. That I have a feeling, and remember that I'm telling you this, Peak. I have a feeling that if it stays like this and Newcastle win and your prediction is correct, I believe 10, 15 minutes later, you'll hear breaking news. Thomas Frank got sacked, because I saw that look on his face. Plus, the camera went to the owners before. Maybe it won't happen, but I have a very strong feeling, because the boos at the end of this game are going to be ridiculous, bro. Because yeah, you went from like 79 to 186 in a couple of months. Once I really picks up, it's gonna get so fast. Yeah, fingers crossed, bro. But listen, don't stress. You'll always be there. West Ham chance? No way. Are you watching the West Ham game? I can only see the score, bro. I don't know what's happening there. I hope West Ham win, man. No, West Ham won. No. How'd you know that? You're right, Thomas Suchek. No. Come on, West Ham. Come on, West Ham. This is getting worse and worse for Tottenham. Look, man, West Ham winning. Bro, Leeds drawing. They could possibly still win. What's happened to Tonali? Yo, that's crazy. Big Star Tottenham are getting relegated. I can't even believe it. Oh, here we go. Voltamado's coming on, bro. He might ruin your prediction. Voltamado wants a goal as well. But guess what? Who's he taking off, though? Anthony Gordon. Oh, he's taking off Willock. Guess what? He's not playing Voltamada as much as I thought he'd play him, bro. He must not rate him that much, Eddie Howe. That's strange. Yeah, Anthony Gordon's coming off. Willock's coming off. I thought so. West Ham 1-0, Leeds 2-2. Let's go, baby! Says Speakster. Bro, I'm so happy you don't understand. We got to play on Thursday against Brentford, though. Nick Pope with a long free kick going all the way forward. Broski, this is mental. This is mental. I hope Leeds win as well. Can you imagine if Leeds get another goal? That's nuts. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. That's nuts. You're right. Pixar says, remember the United fan who hasn't cut his hair on? Yeah, he wants 5 wins, didn't he? I'm just watching the West Ham goal. Suchek, crazy. Yeah, bro, he's gonna have to wait again. Bro, imagine if they never ever get 5 wins in a row again. What? He's just gonna grow his hair into dreadlocks like a Jamaican. He's just gonna keep going. Yeah, look at Thomas Frank, bro. He knows what's coming, bro. I can see it in his face. To be honest with you, even if he gets sacked, I think it's a relief for him, bro. He shouldn't really be at Tottenham. He should be at another club where he can actually implement his philosophy and implement his coaching techniques and style. Oh my god, I think that's yeah, these Tottenham fans, this is why they're showing the Tottenham fans. Look, they're showing all the Tottenham fans on TV because they show when you look at them, they watch them at the end of the game, they're gonna boo, they're gonna want Thomas Frank out. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, bro, I'm exactly with you, bro. These Man United scrubs, the Man United rats that support that club. I hate it when they turn like that, bro. Like they forget everything because they beat Man City, they beat Arsenal, and they beat bloody whoever it was last week. Tottenham. That's it. They forget everything else they went through, bro. It's so annoying, honestly. And they call us annoying as Arsenal fans. Honestly, they are some of the most annoying fans in the world, bro. Oh, heritage, heritage. Oh, piss off, man. I don't want to hear it. Well, yeah, I'm fully with you, bro. I'm fully with you. I've been wanting them to lose since the Fulham game. That's it, Fulham, not Tottenham. Was it Fulham they beat, wasn't it? Fulham and Tottenham then. Yeah, that's the 4 games they won. Not Newcastle clear it. A 6 minutes injury time. Wow. Yeah, I really think Thomas Frank's gonna get sacked, man. I really think. I mean, your scoreline prediction is gonna be correct, but remember, I told you I don't think Thomas Frank will be the Tottenham manager come next game. I'm telling you, the fact that they showed the board and then they showed Thomas Frank and his facial reaction, and then all look, the stadium's already empty, man. The Tottenham fans don't even want to be there till the final whistle. That's sad, bro. That's sad, bro. Mickey Van der Ven tried to take a shot. Oh, look at that. Man, like Teddy Sheringham, you know. Jeez. I never liked him either, man. Um, yeah, looks like Chelsea's drawing 2-2. I was hoping that's actually a good result for Leeds, you know. They needed it. I did want Leeds to win, to be honest with you. I would have preferred them to win, but you know, still a draw is good. They were 2-0 down, man. To come back from 2-0 down to win 2-2 away from home is unbelievable. And imagine we battered Leeds when we played them at Ellen Road, bro. But then we beat them like 4-0. We beat them 4-0 twice. We beat them 4-0 on our ground. No, we went and beat them 3-0 over there. Sorry. Wait, did we beat them 3-0 or 4-0 when we went there? 4-0. Or was it 4-1? Bro, see what I'm saying? My memory freaks. I remember things from a long time ago and then I can't remember what we did against Leeds the other day, bro. Was it 4-0 or 4-1 we beat Leeds the other day? Jack just shows you how much we're ahead. And yeah, they don't deserve Frank, bro, at all. We beat who 5-0, bro? No, we didn't. Leeds the other day in Ellen Road. We didn't beat them 5-0. Did we beat them 5-0 at home, I think, when we played them at home? But hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Leeds, Arsenal. 4-0, yeah. 4-0 we beat them at their ground. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't know if it was 4-0 or 4-1. But 4-0 we beat them. So we beat them twice. Yeah. 4-0 second game. 5-0 then 4-0. Yeah, 9-0 in total. And Chelsea can't even beat them at home, bro. It shows you that we're leaps and bounds ahead of people. We just sometimes Arsenal just shoot themselves in their own foot, bro. Their mindset has to change. They need to have the mindset of, yeah, we are the best. Forget everyone else. Sometimes I feel like when I watch Arsenal play, it's like they're doubting themselves, bro. And they should look, they're crying. Oh no, the Tottenham fans are crying. Oh no, it's an exodus. Exodus. Movement of Spurs people. Yeah, 9-0 in aggregate. Bournemouth won. I can see it. Everton won. Bournemouth 2, and they got a red card as well. Yeah, it's all about the West Ham Man United game next, mate. Oh God. Right, we're not long left, Beaks. So I'm gonna sign out when this game is done because I got work tomorrow, and I'm severely tired. So I'm gonna say my goodbyes from now. Hopefully, Tottenham don't get another goal and Newcastle win. Let's have a look at the Premier League table. Yeah, it's looking peak, bro. They dropped down, Tottenham. They were 15th. They're 16th now. They'll be 17th and then 18th soon. I can see. Here comes Xavi Simons. Try the last ditch thing. I wonder how he's gonna feel coming to a team and relegating them. Bro, none of these players are gonna stay at Tottenham. They're gonna have to reassemble a whole brand new team. And there goes Nick Pope. That's it, game done. That's it, game done. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Home, away, it doesn't matter. Tottenham are rubbish. Tottenham are trash. Tottenham are scrubs. Get out of here. You don't even deserve to be in the Premier League. I feel sorry for Thomas Frank. I even feel sorry for some of the players that are there, bro. They're too good to be at Tottenham. Not many, but Mickey van der Ven being one of them, I'll definitely take him and put him on the Arsenal bench just to warm the bench, as a backup. But yeah, man, boy, it looks like it's going to be relegation for them. It looks like it's done and dusted for Tottenham. It seems like they just don't have it in them to actually fight because they're not used to being in a relegation battle. So if they really get sucked in, if West Ham's going to win against United today, Nottingham Forest win as well, because I think Nottingham Forest, are they not playing Burnley or someone like that? Like someone also around the relegation zone. So I don't know, man. It's crazy. We got WPW26 in the house. He's like, Lo, where you been, bro? You just coming now to laugh. But yeah, we all laughing at Tottenham. Tottenham get battered no matter where they are. Like I said, home, away, they're trash, they're rubbish, they're absolute waste of space. Thank God Arsenal are going to win the league. Tottenham are going to get relegated. And imagine if Mickey van der Ven comes to Arsenal like Sol Campbell did. Yo, you can't write a better movie script than that. They should turn that into a movie, bro. That's probably the best football scenario you'll ever get for rival fans, that is, anyway. Right, guys, I'm signing out. I'm not doing the rest of the Man United game. I'm so sorry. I'm severely tired. Peakster, as usual, thank you for joining us. WPW, I don't know how long you've been with us, but thank you for joining us. Everyone else who came in, left, joined, liked, subscribed, whatever. Thank you all for coming and joining us. I appreciate you. I will see you on Thursday for the Arsenal game, guys. Peakster, make sure you're here for the Arsenal game. They're just showing the league table again. Oh my God. Yeah, Thursday, be there for the Arsenal game. I believe the Arsenal game is an 8 o'clock kickoff. But anyway, you'll see my post for that one. WPW, make sure you join us as well. Everyone that came in the chat, everyone that came and saw the stream, thank you again. Thank you, Peakstar. I'll see you guys on Thursday. I'm signing out. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere.